If you're looking for the perfect cozy game to play through Halloween, look no farther. The new Ooblets 1.3 update is here and it is the best one yet. In order to get all the new items and of course the new Ooblet in town, there's lots of things to unlock, so I've put together this guide to help you through every step of the way. So grab your favorite drink and let's get cozy. If you're new to Ooblets, you're in for a treat. Ooblets is a relaxing and offbeat farming, town life, and creature collection game where you manage your farm, grow and train your Ooblets, explore strange lands, and have dance-offs. If you want to know more about Ooblets, you can check out my most played cozy games video. To celebrate Ooblets coming to Steam, the team over at Glumberland have put together probably my favorite Halloween in-game event yet, and that is from any cozy game I've played this year. This event will be available until November 10th, so you still have time to get your hands on the new Ooblets and the new items from this update. If you're starting a new save or playing Ooblets for the first time, the first thing you will have to do is get through the tutorial of the game. This will roughly take 15 minutes and then you are free to roam around and start collecting materials for the event. You will notice that the entire town has a brand new spooky makeover and it looks amazing. Not only Batch Town, but also all the NPCs have incredible, funny costumes that you can get your hands on participating in the event. I will highly recommend to take a walk around at night. The entire town gets even spookier and the lighting is everything. Now, let's get into the guide. The event area is always located in the center of town. In this case is where the cauldron is, next to the plaza by the town hall. Here is where you'll find everything you need to enjoy the Halloween event. The first thing you're going to need is candy. And how do you get candy? Well, you go trick-or-treating. Yes, you can go trick-or-treating every day in this game, and to activate the trick-or-treating dialogue with the NPCs, you can go up to the event area and buy the candy pail for 0 candy, so free, and equip it, go into your menu, then clothing, select the candy pail and click wear. Now, if you start chatting with the NPCs, they will give you candy first. One thing to note is that only the NPCs with a white bubble atop of their heads are the ones that will give you the candy. Now that we have candy, we can buy the other items sold at the event, and those are the dosing twisty liquor sticks and the skellybits skewer recipe. We'll go over what these are and what they're for in a second, but first let's talk about how to get the new spooky items in the event. If you walk up to the cauldron and interact with it, you will see 3 different brewing potions that will give you different spooky items like new outfits, fun costumes, spooky furniture, ingredients you might need, and cute accessories for your Ooblets. For the first potion, we're gonna call it potion, you can generate up to 26 items and you're going to need 3 candies and 1 spore bed per item. Spore beds are the pink mushrooms you can find around town, and I suggest that you pick up anything you see on the ground, even if it is not the forageable you're looking for, so something new can respawn later or the next day. This one is the easiest one to make and the one with the less exciting rewards in my opinion, so how do you make the other 2 potions to get the good stuff? For the second potion, you can generate up to 25 items and will need 1 candy, 1 Worgus, which is another forageable you can find around town, and 3 skellybits. So how do you get skellybits? Do you remember those licorice sticks that we saw earlier? You're going to need them now. Buy the licorice sticks for 3 candies and equip them by moving them to your toolbar and selecting them. Once the licorice sticks are equipped, you can walk around town and they're going to make a crazy noise. Basically, you're playing a hot and cold type game, so if the noise is a bit more calm, like this, you are cold. And if you hear this other noise, you are getting closer and should start paying attention to see if a dig sign appears on the ground. These dig signs can be anywhere, so don't think they can only be on the sand or the grass. Just go everywhere with your sticks and collect as many skellybits as you can. You're going to need them. You can also acquire skellybits by brewing potions. Let's look at potion number 3. This one is the hardest to make because it uses 1 golden skellybit, which you get randomly as you dig spots around town using the licorice sticks, just like the regular skellybits, but they have a much lower chance to spawn. You will also need 1 balmy bloom flower, and if you have all the different locations unlocked, then that is an easy one, but if you're starting from the beginning, you'll have to follow the storyline and complete several quests in order to access new locations. If you want to know how to unlock new locations, then keep watching. After going through the tutorial at the beginning of the game, Mayor Tinsley will tell you about the task board. And in order to get access to it, you will need to win the dance battle against the clicky claws that's inside the town hall. Now that you have access to the task board, you will need to unlock the hot air balloon, which is what you'll use to travel to different regions. But first, you need to turn on the Batchtown Ooblet Tower, which becomes available after doing some of the level 1 and level 2 tasks from the task board. Getting the Ooblet task unlocked will take some time. It took me around 2 hours of gameplay, and that was at a relaxed pace and doing other things. I'm sure you could speed it up even more, but once it becomes available, it's easy from there. The only thing you have to do is walk over to the Ooblet Tower located near the winelands and defeat the Ooblets inside. You will need 3 Ooblets for the dance battles, so make sure to plant a few Ooblet seeds and have your team ready for this dance battle. Now you can head to the hot air balloon and click on the basket that has the Tinsley task sign on to activate the quest. You will need 20 blankets, 8 clouthlets, 12 narnies, and 1 obsidian for this quest. If you have been cleaning out your farm and picking everything you find in town, you should have 20 blankets and 12 narnies easy, probably even a few clouthlets, and if you were lucky, an obsidian as well. If you haven't found one around the town or your farm, you can also exchange some wishes in the wishing well for an obsidian. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Now, to get the clouthlets that you might be missing, you can get seeds at Meat's shop for 32 gummies each. The first location that you will travel to is Mamunia, and that is exactly where you can find balmy bloom flowers, so now you can get those cool rare items from the 3rd potion. Balmy bloom flowers take a long time to respawn. You might have to wait for a few days until they come back, so keep that in mind. For the last part of this guide, let's talk about how to get the new Ooblet in town. If you haven't already, head to the event area and get the event exclusive recipe for 3 candies. Then you can go back to your house and use the hot plate to cook the recipe, which requires 3 skellybits and 1 hyper globe. You already know how to get skellybits, but how about a hyper globe? Hyper globes are crops available only in Nowhere for 40 gummies each. The good news is that you've already unlocked the hot air balloon, so this one should be easy. To unlock Nowhere, you have to complete all the dance battles over at Mamunia and give the 10 bean juices to one of the NPCs to turn on the Ooblet Tower. Then you should be able to travel to Nowhere and get your seeds. It will take 7 days for your seeds to grow, but you can use the speed grow to accelerate the process if you need them faster. The Halloween exclusive Ooblet is called Xanadu. This cute little guy floats above the ground and it actually glows. They only come out at night, and every time you start a new day in the game, you should see your Ooblet summary and if a Xanadu will appear in Batchtown that night or not. There are 3 rarities per Ooblet type, common, uncommon, and gleamy, so if you want to get the 3 versions, you will need 9 skellybits and 3 hyperglobes, which is not bad at all. I would make an extra one just in case. There is a chance of obtaining hyperglobes from brewing recipes, especially I got a few hyperglobes on the 1st and the 2nd potions, so if you don't have time to play through the game and unlock Nowhere, You can also try your luck with the cauldron. That is what I did, and I've gotten my common and uncommon Xanadu with the hyper gloves I've gotten from the potions, and I even have extras in case a Gleamy appears. And that is all for today. I hope you found this guide helpful and are able to enjoy the Ooblets Halloween event as much as I did. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about Ooblets in general, and as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have the coziest day, and I'll see you next time.